They were trained to kill. They weren't trained to fall in love. But in a world shrouded in secrets and shadow, love is the most dangerous mission of all. Welcome to the story of Elias and Anya, two souls bound by passion, destined to collide in a storm of duty and betrayal. Imagine Elias' coder name, Ghost. He moves through the world like a whisper, a precision instrument of the shadowy organization known only as the Directorate. His life is a series of meticulously planned operations, a chess game where he is always 3 moves ahead. For him, attachment is a liability, emotion, a weakness. His hands are lethal, but his heart is a fortress, locked away from the world. He's the best at what he does because he has nothing to lose. Or so he thought. Now, picture Anya, codenamed Nightingale. She is the crown jewel of the collective, a rival faction operating with equal ruthlessness. Where Elias is a ghost, Anya is a phantom, a master of disguise and psychological warfare. She can charm her way into any fortress and extract any secret. Her smile is her sharpest weapon, her warmth a calculated illusion. She believes her cause is just, a necessary evil to bring balance to a corrupt world. She, too, has built walls around her heart, convinced that love is a fairy tale for a world she doesn't live in. Their meeting wasn't an accident. Nothing in their world ever is. It was orchestrated, though not by their handlers. Fate, perhaps, or something more mischievous, decided to place these two apex predators in the same idyllic European city, both on a sabbatical. Neither knew the other's true identity. To Elias, she was simply Anya, a captivating art historian with a laugh that echoed in his mind long after she was gone. He found himself drawn to the light in her eyes, a light he thought had been extinguished in his own long ago. To Anya, he was just Elias, a quiet but intense freelance writer who saw the world with a depth that fascinated her. His silence wasn't empty. It was filled with unspoken stories. With him, for the first time, she could drop the masks. She could be just Anya, the stolen moments in rain-swept cafes, the long walks along the river, the late-night conversations where they shared everything but the one truth that defined them. These moments became their sanctuary. They fell in love with the parts of each other they thought were real. Elias fell for the woman who loved impressionist art and got lost in dusty old bookshops. Anya fell for the man who remembered she took her coffee with a single sugar and could listen for hours without judgment. They were building a life on a foundation of lies, a beautiful, fragile house of cards. They talked about a future, a small cottage by the sea, far from the noise of the city, far from the shadows they secretly inhabited. It was a dream they both desperately wanted to believe in, but the world of shadows is patient. It always reclaims its own. The call came on a Tuesday. The same Tuesday. For Elias, the order was clear: eliminate Nightingale, the collective's most effective operative who had been tracked to this very city. The target's identity was a closely guarded secret, but her next move was known. She would be at the annual Chancellor's Gala. The mission was simple: infiltrate, identify, and terminate. No witnesses, no attachments. Miles away, in her own quiet apartment, Anya received her directive. The Directorate's ghost was making a move. He was a legend, a bogeyman whispered about in training sims. He was rumored to be attending the Chancellor's Gala, hunting a High Valley asset. Her mission was just as clear: intercept and neutralize Ghost. Protect the asset at all costs. It was the assignment of a lifetime, the one that would cement her legacy. The night of the gala arrived, cloaked in tension. The air buzzed with champagne, classical music, and the hollow laughter of the elite. Elias moved through the crowd, a predator in a tuxedo. His eyes scanned every face, searching for a sign, a tell, anything that would betray the presence of Nightingale. He was focused, his senses on high alert. He was Ghost once more. Anya was a vision in crimson, a dress that was both a distraction and a statement. She mingled effortlessly, her mind a supercomputer processing every detail, every glance, every whispered conversation. She was looking for a ghost, a man with no face, no name, only a reputation for deadly efficiency. And then, across the glittering ballroom, their eyes met. For a split second, the world stopped. It wasn't the look of two operatives identifying their targets. It was the look of two lovers finding each other in a crowded room. A slow, warm smile spread across Anya's face. Elias felt his heart, that locked-away fortress, ache with a feeling he could only describe as home. He started towards her, the mission momentarily forgotten. She started towards him, her own objective fading into the background. They met on the terrace, away from the prying eyes of the party. The city lights twinkled below them like a carpet of fallen stars. "You look beautiful," Elias said, his voice softer than he intended. "I was looking for you," Anya replied, her hand finding his. The touch was electric, familiar, real. It was in that moment of pure connection that the illusion shattered. Elias's gaze drifted to the delicate silver bird pendant around her neck, a nightingale. His blood ran cold. It was the discreet marker his intel had described, the symbol of the agent he was sent to kill. At the same instant, Anya noticed the glint of his cufflink, a small, onyx ghost, almost invisible against the black fabric of his suit, the legendary insignia of the Directorate's top assassin, the man she was sent to destroy. The smiles on their faces didn't vanish, they froze, they fractured. The warmth in their eyes was instantly replaced by a chilling storm of confusion, betrayal, and horror. The person they loved more than life itself was the person they were ordered to win. The world they had built together crumbled into dust in a single, silent heartbeat. He saw not Anya, the art historian, but Nightingale, the master operative. She saw not Elias, the gentle writer, but Ghost, the ruthless killer. Every shared secret, every tender moment, was now tainted, recontextualized, as a masterful deception. Was any of it real? Or was it all just part of the game? The music from the ballroom seemed to mock them. Their hands, which had held each other with such tenderness moments before, now twitched with years of lethal training. The terrace was no longer a romantic sanctuary, it was an arena. And the order was absolute. Eliminate the target. He was Ghost, she was Nightingale. They were trained to kill, they were not trained for this. Their love was real, but so was the mission. And on that starlit terrace, with the city as their witness, they had to make a choice. Obey their orders and destroy the only real thing in their lives, or betray everything they had ever known for a love that was born from a lie. The silence stretched, thick with unspoken pain, and then they moved. What happens next? Does duty conquer love, or does love find a way to rewrite the rules of their deadly game? That question hangs in the balance, a testament to the impossible choices we sometimes face. If you're captivated by stories that explore the depths of human emotion against a backdrop of high-stakes action, make sure you subscribe. We dive into narratives like this every week, exploring the gray areas between love and duty, truth and deception. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next story.